exactly what happened, but I can tell you this. It was not a sudden catastrophe. It was more like a slow decay.
Why, even today, in the before times, 1.5 billion people struggle to find fresh water.
That means after the apocalypse, the only thing more valuable than a bag of these is a bag of this.
Aren't we all just kind of little bags of water with stuff inside?
What? About 50 trillion of them, and they're 2/3 water.
The same ratio as the planet Earth.
You need about 2 quarts a day.
Up to 2 gallons in the desert heat.
Good.
So, if you live here, you're probably okay.
Simply use a tarp or the roof of your house to collect.
If you live here, well,
You gotta dig, baby. Look for lone signs of plant life and start here.
if you find a creek bed that's all dried up, start digging here, in the outside bend. 2 game trails merging together almost always point towards a water source.
Panicky idiots everywhere forget that the toilet tank holds up to 3 gallons of fresh water in an emergency.
And a hot water heater can hold up to 80 gallons. Once you've gathered it, you can filter out any large debris with a clean sock. This is clean, right? But don't drink that water just yet.
Huh?
Unless you're absolutely sure it's clean, you want to purify it to kill bacteria.
Kill all those little bacteria dead by boiling them live for 15 minutes. 3 drops of bleacher iodine per half gallon will murder them all.
Now shake it up good and set it there for 30 minutes and wait for the bacteria to die.
Feeling lazy? You could also just set it in direct sunlight for 8 hours. Even rainwater may be contaminated these days, so do not drink if water tastes bitter, salty, or metallic. For serious contamination, use a simple still to extract fresh water from all sorts of nasty things you would never normally drink.
For a no-budget distillery, just soak a clean rag over a steaming pot and then wring her out. Out, hot. There's one more way to distill water, though it is very low yield and will require some patience.
The Solar Still.
It's always about solar with you, isn't it, Doc?
Indeed. All you need is a large pot, a collection vessel, a clear plastic sheet, and, a rock. Make sure the seal is airtight. You see, the sun warms your wastewater here, which then evaporates and condenses on the plastic film here, which then drips down into your collection vessel ready to drink. Distillation does not remove any chemical lighter than water and will not treat for radiation.
To treat irradiated water, you want to mix 1 part dirt to 5 parts water. Shake it up real good so all those radioactive isotopes cling to the dirt particles.
Once the dirt settles, carefully siphon the water from off the top, then filter and purify as normal. So, whether you boil it or you melt it, or let it sit out for too long, all the oxygen bubbles out and it becomes stale.
Your customers will not be amused.
This water you sold me is tainted!
To refresh stale water, simply bubble it, pour it, or shake it. That's it for today, but be sure to check back regularly. And always remember, you can live without oil, you can live without coal, but you can't live without H2O. Buy that book!